I'm Anil Kumar, and here is question number 5. It's an application question to find maximum area, right? So we'll look into this question number 5 in details. The question is, a farmer has 168 meter of fencing material. He plans to create 3 equal sized pens for his chickens. Determine the dimensions of each pen so that the area will be maximized. So let's begin by sketching the diagram, right? So let's have this as a rectangular fencing, and where we'll divide it into, we need 3 equal sized pens. So we'll draw 2 lines, right? So that divides into 3 equal parts. So let us say that the length is L and the width is W. Now what we are given here is that the farmer has 168 meter of fencing material. So when you combine all this, then you get 168 meters. So that means the perimeter is given to us as 168 meters, and this is indeed equals to 2 times L plus 4 Ws, right? Now this equation helps us to relate length in terms of width, right? So let's rearrange. So what we can do is we can divide by 2 on both sides. So we get 84 equals to length plus 2W. And then we can write what L is in terms of width. So we can say L is equals to 84 minus 2W, right? So that is how we can relate length with width. Now determine the dimensions of each pen so that the area will be maximum. Now what is the formula for area? So area is length times width. So if I write length in terms of width, I get area as a function of width, right? So which becomes 84 minus 2W times width, correct? So we can actually factor out 2 from here also. I prefer to factor minus 2. So we'll write minus 2. I'll write W first. And since I factored minus 2, we can write this as W minus 42, right? Look at it very carefully, correct? That is after factoring. Minus indicates that we do have a parabola which is kind of like this. Do you see that? So that is how we can sketch it, where, as you can clearly see from the equation itself, that we are going to have 2 zeros. One is at 0, the other one is at 42, right? 42. So the maximum will be right in the center. So center is 0 plus 42 divided by 2, so 21, right? So therefore, maximum area will be when width is 21. Do you understand? If we place that, we can find the maximum area also, right? But the question is only to determine the dimensions of each pen so that the area is maximum. So we don't really have to calculate. Well, let me leave that for you to calculate. So it is 2 times 21 times 21 minus 42. That will be the area, and the units will be meters square. But let's find the dimensions, right? So what we see from the equation is that we have factored form, and axis of symmetry will be in the center, right? So axis will be in the center of 2 zeros. One zero is at 0, the other one is at 42, right? So we will just add them up. 0 plus 42 divided by 2. So we get width equals to 21. So that is W for us. Now length is equals to 84 minus 2 times 21, the width, right? That's the formula. Now we use this formula, the relation, and find the length. So the length will be 84 minus 42, which is 42, right? So the dimensions of each pen will be how much? So the whole dimension will be, so let me write down dimensions of each pen. So width is 21, so this is 21 each, and total length is 42, so L equals to 42. So we have 3 sections here, right? So each pen will be, I have to divide 42 by 3, right? So 3 times 1 is 3, and then 12 is 13. So it is, that is, so we have to divide by 3, 3 times 1 and 4, sorry, 3 times 4. So it is 14 each, right? So we can now write down the dimensions of each pen is how much? each pen will be 21 meters, that's the unit, by 14 meters. Do you see that? So that is the dimensions of each pen. So it's a very tricky question. You should not stop by just calculating width and length. Of course, it is 21 and 42. But they're asking for dimensions of each pen, right? So this small unit here, that is what they're asking for. Do you get my point? So you have to give that dimensions, right? So it is 21 by 14 meters. That is the dimension of each pen. Now there are many ways of solving this equation for maximum minimum. You could have done completing the squares and then found the answer, but probably this is the fastest way of getting the answer, right? And I hope this figure helps you to understand. Thank you.